The story of life on Earth is filled with twists and turns, but few tales are as remarkable as those of Lazarus species, creatures that vanish from human knowledge, only to reappear decades or even centuries later. These living ghosts challenge our understanding of extinction, proving that nature still holds secrets in its most remote corners. Their rediscoveries rewrite scientific textbooks and rekindle hope for conservation. Here are 10 of the most astonishing examples. 1. The terror skink, New Caledonia's living fossil. Discovered in 1872 and then lost to science for an astonishing 130 years, the terror skink, Phoboscincus bocourti, was presumed extinct until its dramatic rediscovery in 2003 on New Caledonia's Isle of Pines. This formidable lizard earns its ominous name from its distinctive fawn-like teeth, a unique feature among skinks that allows it to deliver multiple rapid bites to its prey, essentially chewing its victims in a manner more typical of mammals than reptiles. Measuring up to 50 centimeters in length, the terror skink is a top predator in its ecosystem, feeding on smaller lizards and invertebrates. Today, fewer than 50 individuals are known to exist, making every sighting a significant event for herpetologists. 2. The New Holland mouse, Australia's time-traveling rodent. First documented during early European settlement in the 1840s, the New Holland mouse, Pseudomys nova hollandii, subsequently vanished from scientific records for over a century, known only from a handful of museum specimens. Its dramatic rediscovery in 1967 near Sydney shocked the zoological community, as the area had been extensively surveyed for decades. Genetic analysis later confirmed these were indeed descendants of the original population that had somehow persisted undetected in isolated pockets of undisturbed habitat. The mouse's survival highlights the concept of cryptic refugia, small, overlooked areas where species can persist even as their main populations disappear. The Bermuda petrel, the ghost bird's return. Known locally as the cahau, the Bermuda petrel, Pterodroma cahau, was hunted to near extinction by 16th-century colonists who mistook their eerie nocturnal calls for evil spirits. By the 1620s, the species was officially declared extinct, existing only in historical accounts and subfossil records until 1951, when a groundbreaking discovery rewrote history. That year, a team including renowned ornithologist Robert Cushman Murphy and teenage naturalist David Wingate located a handful of surviving birds nesting on tiny, inhospitable islets in Castle Harbour. Presumed extinct in 1898 due to hunting and habitat loss, this brilliantly colored flightless rail, Porphyrio hochsteteri, stunned scientists when rediscovered in 1948 in New Zealand's remote Murchison Mountains. Dr. Jeffrey Orbel's expedition found approximately 250 surviving birds in an isolated alpine valley. Conservation efforts including captive breeding and predator-free island sanctuaries have gradually increased the population to nearly 500 individuals today. The Takahe story is particularly remarkable because its North Island relative went completely extinct, making these survivors the last representatives of an entire evolutionary lineage. 5. The coelacanth, the fish that defied time. When Marjorie Courtney Latimer identified a strange fish in a South African catch in 1938, she unknowingly discovered one of zoology's greatest Lazarus species, the coelacanth, Latimeria columni. Believed extinct for 65 million years based on fossil records, this living fossil represents an evolutionary link between fish and terrestrial vertebrates. Subsequent discoveries revealed a second species, Latimeria menadoensis, near Indonesia in 1997. These deep-water fish exhibit unique characteristics like lobed fins that move alternately, like land animal limbs, and a hinged skull for swallowing large prey. 6. The Lord Howe Island stick insect, the world's rarest insect. Declared extinct in 1920 when black rats overran their island home, these hand-sized phasmids, Dryococylus australis, staged an unbelievable comeback in 2001. Climbers discovered a tiny population of just 24 individuals clinging to a single Melaleuca bush on Ball's Pyramid, a sheer volcanic sea stack 23 kilometers from their original habitat. Dubbed tree lobsters for their hard exoskeletons, the insects have since become stars of a successful captive breeding program at Melbourne Zoo. The recovery effort involves meticulous care, keepers hand-pollinate the insect's food plants and even play matchmaker by introducing specific breeding pairs. 7. The Cuban Solenodon, nature's living fossil. This primitive, venomous mammal, Solenodon cubanus, disappeared from scientific view for 76 years after its 1861 discovery, presumed extinct due to habitat loss and invasive predators. Its 1974 rediscovery in Cuba's remote eastern mountains revealed a creature virtually unchanged for millions of years. Solenodons are among only 2 surviving venomous mammal species, delivering toxins through grooves in their lower incisors. Nocturnal and nearly blind, they navigate using echolocation and a keen sense of smell. With fewer than 100 individuals remaining in fragmented forest habitats, they're now the focus of intense conservation efforts. 9. The Zanzibar leopard, Africa's phantom predator. Officially declared extinct in the 1990s after decades of persecution, locals believed them to be witches' familiars. Panthera pardus adersi was caught on camera traps in 2018. The grainy night images confirmed what villagers had long reported: a few leopards still prowled Zanzibar's remaining forests. This small subspecies, uniquely adapted to the island's ecosystem, now represents one of the rarest big cats on Earth. Conservationists face unique challenges as they work to change cultural perceptions while protecting the estimated 50 remaining individuals. The leopard's survival offers hope for reconciling wildlife conservation with local traditions in one of Africa's most culturally rich regions. 10. The woolly flying squirrel, Himalaya's elusive giant. After its 1888 scientific description, Eupatorus cinereus vanished for most of the 20th century, known only from a few skins. Its 1994 rediscovery in northern Pakistan's rugged mountains revealed the largest, up to 1.2 m long, and most mysterious gliding mammal. Adapted to cold high-altitude forests, its woolly coat and unique limestone-gnawing diet, to obtain minerals, make it evolutionarily distinct. The squirrel's extreme habitat preferences and nocturnal habits explain its elusiveness. Researchers still know little about its population size or behavior. Recent camera trap footage confirms it persists in remote areas of Pakistan, India, and possibly China, serving as a flagship species for Himalayan conservation efforts.